Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 12 of Uchiha Naruto, The Sage. Remember to share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, turn on that bell notifications to stay posted, and yeah, if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King 2. And also, I'll be leaving a link at the top of the description for my main channel, Anime King, where I'll be posting 2 new what ifs tonight when you're finished watching this one. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to my main channel, Anime King, if this is the first time you hear my voice. And yeah guys, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. So basically last time we left off, Naruto met the Sand Trio, as Naruto wanted to kill Kankuro after Kankuro draped him by his shirt. But Naruto let it go after just fisting Kankuro in the stomach. Gaara saw the look in Naruto's eyes, knowing that Naruto was like him. As he coldly asked Naruto, "What is your name?" "Uzumaki Naruto," Naruto said as he headed off. Right now Team 7 is part of the Chunin exam, where they met up with Lee and Lee wanted to fight Naruto. Guide Sensei told Lee that Naruto was the best genin in taijutsu, so Lee wanted to see if Guide Sensei was right. Naruto sighed as he didn't really want to fight Lee, but Lee wouldn't take no for an answer. So yeah, basically that was the last time we left off. You guys can check it out for yourself, and let's get straight in this new episode. "Okay, you want to fight me?" said Naruto, as he took his sword off of his back. Naruto then vanished, as no one, Sakura, Sasuke, they looked to see where Naruto has gone, but they couldn't see him. Lee's eyes then opened wide, as he felt Naruto's sword pressing against his neck. In this position, Lee could not do anything, as Sasuke was in pure shock as he gritted his teeth. How fast is Naruto? He didn't even saw when Naruto moved. He hated to admit that Naruto was stronger and faster than him. Even with his sharingan activated, he only increased his strength by a couple of folds. But Naruto was still faster and stronger than him, and he hated to admit it. He will never say it out loud, but he knew inside that Naruto was. "I won't kill you, don't worry," said Naruto, as Lee nodded, as Naruto then removed his sword slowly, as he put it in his halt, as he walked past Lee, causing his teammates to follow behind him, as Lee was just standing there with pure shock. As Naruto was walking in front of the group, Sasuke glared at his back with his fists clenched. He had tried so much way to surpass Naruto, but he failed to do that. He needed more power to surpass Naruto. If he could not defeat someone like Naruto, there is no way he will be able to defeat Itachi. He needs to beat Naruto first, so he will train even harder and get even stronger to develop a power that will destroy Naruto and Itachi. Team 7 walked to room 301 in silence as they saw Kakashi standing in front of the door. Kakashi looked at them with an eye smile as he looked up from reading his orange book. "Kakashi-sensei, what are you doing here?" Sakura asked as she looked at her sensei. Kakashi was surprised that Sakura decided to enter the exams. He looked at Sasuke. Sasuke was the reason why she decided to enter. If Sasuke was not in the team, she would have never entered the exam, because yesterday she said she wasn't strong enough and she didn't believe that she's ready to enter the exam. But because of Sasuke and her being crazy over him as a fangirl, I shouldn't be surprised, Kakashi said. He then sighed and closed his book I am glad that you all decided to take part in the exam, he said. Well then, good luck, Kakashi said, as Sakura asked him, so is that it? As he disappeared in a swirling leaves, not even answering her question. As she clenched her fist in anger, Naruto stepped forward and opened the door as his teammates followed him as he entered the room. The moment they entered, they were greeted by a lot of killer instinct coming towards them, as it was coming from all directions all over the room, from all the other students. Sasuke shrugged it off, even though it made him a bit uncomfortable. When Zabuza released his killer intent, Sasuke felt like he wanted to kill himself, so this was nothing to him. Meanwhile with Sakura, she held both of her hands together as she was a bit scared now. The killing intent was too strong for her. Pathetic, Naruto thought. Killing intent on this level don't not work on him. Madara has trained to withstand killing intent from even such a thing as the Kyuubi. Naruto looked around the room as there was a lot of Genins in the room. There sure are a lot of them, Sakura commented, earning a nod from Sasuke. It did not matter to Sasuke though. It was the opposite, he was happy. There were so many people in the room. He will have a gooder chance to fight, and he can show his real skills and how he had improved. Sasuke, you're late! Ino shouted as she jumped on Sasuke's back, placing her head on his shoulder. It was very obvious that Sasuke was annoyed by the girl's actions. One of his eyes were twitching. He was not the only one who was annoyed by Ino's action. Sakura, there was a tick in her forehead as she started to boil with rage. Ino did not really penetrate on Sakura. She was busy with her Sasuke. It has been very long since we last saw each other, Sasuke. How have you been? Ino asked him. Sasuke was going to respond, but he never got a chance to do so. Get away from him, Ino pig, Sakura shouted angrily as she marched to get Ino off of Sasuke's back. Ino turned and looked at Sakura, as she then turned and looked all around the room. She turned and saw Naruto. He's kind of hot, she thought, with a blush on her face. She then looked back at Sakura and smirked. If it isn't big ugly forehead Sakura, I thought you would be back home, playing with your makeups, she said, causing Sakura to growl again, and another tick formed in her forehead as she was really angry now. She could not tolerate something like that. That was unacceptable. You guys are really troublesome, said a voice, as they turned to see Shikamaru. Naruto then looked at Shikamaru as he did something that shocked both Sasuke and Sakura. He smiled at Shikamaru. It was a small smile, but a smile nonetheless. They have never seen him smile since the form of Team 7. His face was always impassive or had a bored expression. Sakura stared at Naruto. Sasuke, did Naruto just smile, she asked, as she was surprised when Sasuke nodded. Ino looked at them confused. Why is it surprised to see Naruto smile? She asked, as she looked at the both of them, but the both of them ignored her. Shikamaru gave a small nod towards Naruto before answering Ino. I am guessing that it is a shock for him to smile, because they had never seen him smile in his time on Team 7. As Ino nodded at Shikamaru, understanding what they are so confused about. I found you, Kiba yelled as he made his way to the group. It looked like everyone has assembled, he said as his teammates joined the group from behind, with Hinata and Shino. Shino was Shino, while Hinata was poking her two fingers together as she saw Naruto as she greeted everyone. A pink thin appeared on her cheeks. Naruto noticed but shrugged it off, but he was not the only one who noticed in the group. Not you guys too? This has become too troublesome, Shikamaru said with a sigh as he looked at Team 8. Yeah, we are, Kiba said. And guess what? We made the Rookie 9 of Konoha. He yelled in excitement as Akamaru barked loudly. This is the first time in years that Rookie took part in the Chunin selection exam, and we are the one to do it, he said, as he was proud to be taking part of this. You seem rather confident, Kiba, Sasuke said with a smirk on his face. Kiba snorted. Of course I'm confident, he said. We did a lot of training since we become Genins, and we won't lose to the like of you. Kiba said confident, like he could beat someone like Sasuke. Sasuke snorted. There was no way someone like Kiba would be able to take him down. Naruto looked away from the group as he sensed someone coming towards them. As a boy with silver hair walked up to the group, he had glasses on. He also had a Konoha headband, signifying that he was from Konoha. You all are screaming like schoolgirls. This is not a picnic, he said, earning glares from some of the Genins. Who the hell do you think you are? Sasuke said, feeling insulted by that remark. How dare could he call the Uchiha Sasuke some sort of schoolgirl? Me? Kabuto asked with surprise. I am Kabuto, but I am not the one you should be worried about. Look behind you, he said, as the rookies all turned around to see some pissed off Genin staring at them. Naruto turned as he looked bored. All of these guys act like they're tough, but all of them are weak compared to him. It was not like any of them could really do anything to him. All of them were not on his level, while the rest of them started to feel a bit nervous as the whole room was against them. Everyone was glaring at them. Ino and Sakura paled as they saw the glares of the people staring at them. Hinata was quickly to get behind Kiba as she was using Kiba as a shield. Naruto looked at Kabuto with an unreadable expression. There was definitely something suspicious about Kabuto, Naruto thought. Kabuto then told them that he had a lot of information on a lot of people taking part in this exam. Do you have information on individuals? Sasuke asked as Kabuto nodded. Just tell me the name of the person and I will give you the information. Sasuke looked all over the room as his eyes dead set on Naruto. Give me the information on Naruto Uzumaki, said Sasuke, as Naruto looked at Kabuto, wondering what he had on him. Kabuto nodded and started to spin the card and pushed his chakra into it. Naruto Uzumaki, huh? He is a genin from Konoha, graduated dead last, but changed afterwards. Nobody really knows what happened. He's in Team 7, along with Haruno, Sakura, and Sasuke Uchiha, and their sensei, Kakashi Hatake. He has completed 15 D rank mission, 1 C rank, and 2 A rank, along with his team. He specialized in taijutsu. His speed is said to rival a Jonin and can defeat some Jonin in pure taijutsu fight. Hey, when did you guys get an A rank mission? Kiba asks, as what Kabuto said to them was more important to him to hear about the A rank mission than hear about Naruto information. Kiba wanted to know. No one answered his question, as Naruto thought his information was right. Naruto then looked over. Give me the information about Gaara. Naruto spoke for the first time as he entered the conversation. Kabuto nodded. Gaara, huh? He then started to spin the card as he pushed his chakra inside of it. His sensei is Aibaki. His teammates are his siblings, Temari and Kankuro. Gaara has completed 15 D rank, 7 C rank, 5 B rank, and 3 A rank. But the suspicious thing is, when he came back from all of these missions, he was never hurt, not even once. No injuries, nothing. His ninjutsu seemed to be sand based only. His taijutsu is poor, and his genjutsu also. After hearing this, most of them were sweating. It says he came back from an A mission. When he left off, not caring about his teammates and his sensei, he went to finish the mission on his own, and it was a top class A rank mission. But after doing it, he didn't have even one scratch on him, Kabuto said, making most of them sweat drop, as Naruto had no reaction on his face. So, that is what you're capable of, Jinchuriki, Naruto thought. But I thought you will give me more. I already know most about him, said Naruto. Naruto had information on every Jinchuriki. It was important for him to know all of the information, as he would have to deal with them one day as he progressed. To get to Toby, to come after him, he would have to mess up with Toby's plans and make Toby recognize him. Getting to the Jinchurikis was the best option he could take before Toby. Thinking about Gaara, he could prove a good challenge for him. He will surely like to test this so-called ultimate defense of the Sand Jinchuriki. I will tell you the contestants you should avoid in the Kabuto was cut off as Naruto started to speak. There are no other strong contestants. The rest are weak. They are nothing but annoyances, Naruto said very loudly. All the contestants heard him, but Naruto did not care if they did. A team of sound Genins did not take Naruto's word kindly. They were going to show this kid who was weak. Let's show him that we're not weak, said one of the sound ninjas, as the rest of them nodded. As they were about to charge at Naruto, as Naruto reached up ready to grab the sword, he knew and sensed them coming. But a puff of smoke appeared inside of the room, causing them to stop. As the instructor for this part of the exam came in. "Alright, you maggots, take your seat now," said a voice, as all of the Genin started to take their seat. As the proctor then introduced himself, Ibaki. "I am the proctor of the first test of the Chunin." Meanwhile, all of them take their seats. He started to make the ninjas who he came with hand out papers as they went over the rule, like the 10 point to 10 score and the last point that is worth the most score. He told them that they will only answer 1 to 9. The 10th question will be asked after they finish 1 to 9, as he told them that they got 45 minutes. As he said, begin. With the first 9 question, Naruto was super educated, as Madara had been giving him books and scrolls for him to build his knowledge. Naruto was able to answer the first 9 questions easily. As Naruto looked around, he saw that most of them were cheating, as Sasuke had his sharingan activated, copying other movements, as he would have to do the same to make it more easier, but he was still hiding his dojutsu, so he wasn't going to reveal his yet. It is to see how well or how capable they are in answering or gathering information. A few of them were caught cheating, and that meant it was all over for the whole team. The 45 minutes were over as Ibaki then stood up as he told everyone to stop. As everyone stopped, as he asked them if they are ready for the 10th question. He then told them the rule that if they fail this, they will not be able to take part in a tuning exam again. But they could drop out right now and take part in it next year, as he wanted most of them to get scared, as most of them started to stood up and quit. Almost half of them got up and left, and then people stopped raising their hand. Naruto looked over at Sakura. She seemed to be calm, which was good, as he then looked at Sasuke, who seemed to be calm as well. "I will repeat this once. Your whole life is riding on this," said Ibaki, "and this is your last chance." As no one raised their hand, as he then sighed, 2017, Uncle was not going to be happy with him, that he made 2017 pass. "Good decision," he then said, as he then surprised all of them, telling them that the 20th question was to see if they would remain. as all of them sighed in relief as Naruto looked over at his team to see the both of them calm. Someone then burst through the door. There is no time for introductions. I am the second proctor for the exam. The second exam anyway. Follow me, a female said, as she whooshed forward, not making anyone see her complete figure, as she had a long cape on. They all got from their seats and followed her. She then introduced herself outside to be the super sexy Konoichi Anko. And she then started to explain the second part of the exam, the forest of death, and about the heaven and the earth scroll. This place gave me the creeps, said Sakura, as she'd never seen a place like this before. This forest looked very dangerous. Naruto was starting to get bored now, as he looked around as Uncle then told them about the permission slip, so Konoha wouldn't really be responsible if they got killed in there, as most of the students started to worry, thinking that they could actually die in there. But Uncle then handed out the slips, and most of them signed it. Well, all of them. Most of them thinking of quitting, but their team had made it already. Past the first phase, it wasn't really an option to quit. They would look weak and pathetic. As after a couple of minutes, everyone lined up as the gates then lowered, as Uncle said, "Begin!" But guys, I'm ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification so they post it. And remember to share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And yeah guys, I'm on for now. Remember that I'm going to be posting to What If on my main channel. Peace.